Can you remember how to do these?
I was going to say we're back. People have forgotten who we are.
I've forgotten who we are.
What's your name? Yeah, we're back. It's been a while. Why has it been a while?
Because
I asked.
A little bit of that, yeah.
No, we've been a bit busy, haven't we?
We have.
To be fair, and people who do these will appreciate how long it takes editing them and one thing and another. So anyway, all that bullshit, we're back. So
we're not doing a fancy edited video.
No.
If you can see bad lighting, tough.
Yeah.
If my mic's not working properly, tough. If I ain't done my hair properly and he still ain't got any hair to do, it's still tough.
Yeah, but he's got a comb over.
So either show up and watch the video,
or don't watch it. Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it?
Simple.
Yeah, stop moaning. Anyway, so workshop update, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
First one, this car that most of you'll know that follow us. We're actually getting there with it, aren't we? We've been absolutely ridiculously busy, absolutely ridiculous, to the point now where we aren't taking any more work on it all, are we? Taking nothing, no road cars, no race cars, nothing, because we've just got too much to do. So we'll grab camera, we'll show around this, because this has moved on quite a bit, hasn't it? And we'll show them what else we've got going on. Right, so I guess the first one to talk about is this car, isn't it? The Eggenberger build. We're getting there, aren't we? So, engine, gearbox, everything's in. What have we got to do to this? We were waiting for radiator, weren't we?
It was. Radiator intercooler pack.
Yeah, we've had them made by PWR. Those who don't...
Shall we see if anyone can guess who made it?
Yeah, give them a clue. I spoke to PWR and to be honest, the reason we've gone with them, for those who know what they do, they're famous all over the world for their radiators, intercoolers, any type of cooling technology. I went to Bathurst in Australia in November, was it?
Yep.
And that was after we'd signed the deal for these to make the coolers and that for us. And the first thing I noticed was every single Mustang, Corvette, everything that was in the pits at Bathurst had PWR radiators in them.
Well, it looks like they do everything, or majority of the field in touring cars, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
The F1 stuff, they do the MotoGP.
Yeah, Ducati, Works Team bikes.
Aston Martin, all high-end stuff.
You name it, they do it. And
with this being such a high-end build.
So we went to them, told them that what the script was. We wanted an exact copy of the original RS500 intercooler, which is FIA approved. We wanted it exactly the same, but to cope with modern expectations, and that's what we got. The radiator, again, just state-of-the-art materials. That's what it is, state-of-the-art cores. So the producers this for us, which we are absolutely over the moon with it, aren't we? Like everything on this car, not cheap, but if you want the best, you've got to pay for it. So we now will be able to sell these as a complete package, a radiator intercooler package that bolts together. I'm sure you'll see on the video, the quality of it is second to none, isn't it? So we're over the moon. We don't know the full price yet. We haven't got a full costing of it, but when we do, this will be available on our website. So what have we got left to do to it, Steve, is the fuel systems to finish, bit of pipe work.
Yeah, we've got most of the air jack piping done.
Yeah, it's just the lance at the front there to connect.
So we've used plastic, haven't we?
And why we've done that? Because it's exactly what they used on my Bastos car. So we've again copied that virtually perfectly.
To be fair, how much easier was it to install that as well?
The braided looks nice, doesn't it? Which we do on all the other cars because it's period correct. But this is simpler, easier to install, cheaper. So we're going to do that on all our cars now, aren't we?
Yeah, we looked at what the bursting pressure on the tubes was and we were spec'd what we wanted, found the right fittings, and it was just a doddle to fit.
It's easy, wasn't it? So that's it. A bit of interior work, door panels and that to fit. Put all the looms in, everything's in. Like I said, the tank's just finished, isn't it? We're going to get a new bag tank made, put that in, pipe it up, and hopefully then we can go for a start, can't we?
Yep.
The diff's done. Barrow Motorsport have done 2 diffs for us with 2 different ratios. They're ready, so they're going to get sent to us. We can get there and get the drive shafts in, then just finish all the breather kits to do, isn't it? But we're getting there, aren't we?
Aye.
So the biggest movement, I suppose, is that one, isn't it? Andy Kirkley's car.
Yeah.
that has been a nightmare, to be quite honest with you. It really, really has been a nightmare, just only because I think really it's probably, well, it is the most well-used, genuine RS500 touring car you'll ever find anywhere in the world. And obviously over the years things have been changed, things have been, shall we say, race car track repaired to get it back on the track, and we've had a bit of a nightmare with it, but Andy wanted it done properly. He wanted all these things put right, so we've done it. It's taken time, hasn't it? But everything now, the engine and box is in, it runs, we've had it running. We had to get a new loom for it because the original loom was just beyond repair. So it sort of spiralled out of control a little bit, hasn't it, really? But we're on the final stages now, aren't we, Steve?
Still on its original ECU.
It is, and it runs perfect. So you've just done the brakes on it today, haven't you? Bled the brakes and piped them up. So we've got them. We've got a pedal now with all the brakes and clutch to do.
That's just waiting on a fitting for the clutch. All the pipe work's in.
Yeah.
It's just
wait for that fitting. Put the dash back in, connect the gauges up, and away we go.
Seat, steering wheel, and then we're about there then, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, yeah. Shall I send it down?
Ah, go on.
Can have a look under the bonnet then, can't we? I'll send her down. Just doing exhaust on it today, weren't you?
Yeah. Even that's wasn't straightforward, was it?
Well, no, it's not straightforward because we don't want it clanging and banging on everything like it used to do, because obviously they weren't that bothered. So we've altered it, made brackets to make it so it doesn't. But there you can see under the bonnet there now, the engine and gearbox is in. What we're waiting for, Phil Annaby's making us a new breather tank.
Go over there.
Because the old one, we're copying the old one exactly, but the old one wasn't very good, was it? Wasn't working correctly, the breather system. We weren't happy with it at all, were we? So we've redone it. So yeah, there's a heat shield to make, isn't there?
New slave cylinders.
Yeah, 2 brand new ones, because the old ones look like they'd been
on master cylinders, sorry.
Been on the Titanic, I think, haven't they?
Yeah.
So
well, they were just full of
crud.
Yeah.
So it's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, it's had water in it, or still got water in it, and it runs. It'll fire up. It'll tick over.
Mint. So there we are. We've got on that ramp another genuine 500 touring car, but unfortunately the customer wants it to remain off camera, I suppose, or out of the public eye. So this is one we're just putting back together for him. The shell's been completely restored, all the mechanical parts restored, and we're just putting it back together. So we can't say too much about that one, unfortunately. 2 other cars that you're not used to seeing in here, these are for sale. Little Renault Williams Phase 1, which everybody says is the better one. I don't know. But that's in for sale. We've got a beautiful RS2000 Mark II here for sale.
If it stays for sale for too long, you'll end up buying it.
Yeah, probably. I do like that one, don't I? Yeah. If that was white, I'd have had it. I'm not wrong with that colour. I like the colour, but I want a white one. So let's go through to Old Workshop, because there's plenty in here, isn't there? So this is a white 3-door, not a 500, that we've been asked to sell, and we've taken a deposit on this. This is a car that the guys had for 20 plus years, used to show it in concourse, in modified, not to modern day taste by any stretch of the imagination.
On it.
Well, yeah.
Tinted windows, look.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Look at that interior. Whew. But 20 years ago, when this was shown, it was a winner. It won Ford Fair 2 years on the trot, did this car. Shell's mint though, isn't it, Steve?
Like sunglasses before you open that.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
Some money spent there though, isn't they, on?
Back in the day, this, like I say, was a show-winning car back in the day.
Yeah,
won everything.
The shell is absolutely mint.
Mint, yeah, it is. So it's worth, if somebody wants to, well, the guy who's bought it, if he wants to put it back to standard.
Down there where they normally get a bit scabby.
It's just mint everywhere, isn't it? But it's been off-road for 20 years. Sat in the garage, so it's probably why it's a mint. You've got your eye on these blingy bits, Steve, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You're going to buy a Cosy and see if you can buy them, aren't you?
Aye.
So that's, well, we've taken a deposit on that. We've got this Moonstone 500 here that's quite a well-known 500. That came to be sold. That's sold, deposit on that. So we're waiting for collection on that. But he wants the standard wheels putting back on it, which came with the car. So we've got them to swap, take the hub adapters off, put them back. We'll not mention that because we should have done this 2 years ago, but we haven't done it because we haven't had time. And then this one. Another one of these 500s that's been sat around for donkey's years. I think this has been off-road over 20 years. This went through Bonham's auction late last year, was bought, and I did a report on it for Bonham's. I went and inspected it, and the guys who bought it asked us if we can recommission it. So the usual fuel tank, fuel pump, filters, belts, blah, 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 blah. So we've just finished this one. Got everything working. We're just trying to...
Some lovely red stripes on it, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. We'll say no more about that, but we've taken all them off. Just wants detailing, dent man on it, get rid of a few little dings. And this is ready. All wheels to refurbish, isn't there? But we're going to keep the original wheels because they've never been refurbished and they've got D40 tyres on. So we're going to leave them, get another set of wheels, get them refurbished, modern set of tyres on, and leave them to go with the car, which is a better idea, we think. And then the last
And how
one,
can you tell when the wheels are being refurbished?
yeah, because that's been machined off, hasn't it? But we can tell we're experienced by looking at them. The biggest giveaway is them. Believe it or not many people know that RS500s and 3-doors came from the factory with knock-on weights on them. So if anybody tells you they've got a 500 or a 3-door with original unrefurbished wheels on, if they ain't got knock-on weights on, they're talking rubbish. Technical info there. And then lastly in the workshop is this. This has been here a while now, hasn't it, Steve?
As yeah.
But it's finished. This is my old 500, the very first one I ever had, which is on that poster there. Came to us to get it running. Ended up a bigger job. We did the whole underside of this car, which is on a previous video, isn't it? So we did that, took it all back to bare, wrapped it, powder coated everything, blasted all the beams out, the usual underside preservation. But it now runs. And if you want to see it go, it hasn't been cleaned yet, by the way, before anybody says, oh, that's a stay, because we've been using it. I did a video with Adam Smith. I'm sure our followers will know Adam. Of us driving this car, and it will give you some idea just how quick this is. It is unbelievably fast.
It's 2.4, is it?
2.4. Fancy cams in it, but Jesus, does it rev, doesn't it? It revs like a motorbike. It's just, it's unreal. But super, super fast, picks up unbelievable, spins wheels at 100 miles an hour. It's mental. So it's nice to see it finally finished. We've just got to give it a polish, final check over, clean outside. I'm ready now to go back to customer, isn't it? I'll be sorry to see it go though, won't I?
You will be.
Because I've been trying to buy it off him since it's been here, but he won't sell me it. So I'm hoping it scares him to death and then he don't want to drive it and sells me it.
He'll not sell you it for your auctionman money anyway.
You what? What are you trying to say? So that's it, innit? That's us. That's us up to date, innit?
So as Paul briefly touched on earlier, something we don't normally see is this Clio Williams Phase 1.
This is more your thing anyway, Steve. This
I actually really like these.
Yeah. Steve likes everything. He just talks
max power here, isn't it? One of these.
Well, it's yours.
Yeah. So we think mostly original paint. It's done. What's the mileage on it? 79,000 miles, which we believe to be 100% original. And for anyone who actually wonders, it is number 55. I don't know how many of these they made, but this one's number 55. Refurbished wheels, and you can see they've put the silver bit rather than just painting the whole thing in gold. And this is something that's in for sale, isn't it?
It's mint, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I had one of these years ago, and what a fabulous little car, unbelievably fast.
I think they just look cool, don't they, with the flared arches and stuff like that. It's just a cool thing.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? That? You like that, Steve, don't you?
I do, yeah.
If you weren't so tight, you'd have probably bought it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you are tight.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't so tight...
Yeah, the RS2000 again, briefly touched on. Midnight blue. 7-inch wheels, which are not standard, are they?
No.
Chocolate fishnet Recaros. I know
Nice,
nothing about Mark IIs. I've just heard Paul selling it to customers.
Nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Look at that when you look down
Original
the side of
sills. These bits are normally sticking out, but these are nice and as they should be. Original sills on it. Boot floor is immaculate.
Yeah.
There's not a mark or a blemish on the boot floor.
I like it. Pop bonnet, Steve. You won't know where bonnet catches.
No,
You're too old for him, this car. Can you remember?
No. No one give me a clue.
It's up under there. I like this myself, to be fair. If it was white, I would have had this 100%. But I like the colour. I don't dislike this colour, but it's just close to mine, and mine's black.
So, not 100% original under here, because it's got obviously the Burton rocker cover. I'm guessing it's got a Kent cam or something in it with it having a vernier on it. And what are them, twin 45s, are they? Twin 40s?
40s, I would guess. I don't know. I've never looked, to be fair.
45s?
Are they 45s?
Yes,
big cars.
That's alright if it's 45s.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, because normally on 45s, they're a nightmare to get going, aren't they? But inner wings and everything are mint on it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
It is nice. I like this. The more I look at it, the more I want it. But don't say anything.
Where are we going to put it?
Find somewhere.
Yeah, so that's in for sale. And that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yes.
Over the next coming months, we'll probably drag out the shell over there.
Yeah, there's that black 500.
Dan's shell.
Dan's shell. We need to start that. But what are our priorities are that. We need to get this finished, get this back to Andy. He's got it booked in and a lot of plans for that this year.
I think he's going to Isle of Wight takeover.
Something like that, yeah.
Various other demonstrations and stuff like that. So that needs to be done.
So that's the priority, isn't it? Then the Texaco car.
Yep.
Get that done and finished. Get them two done. Get that car finished for the customer because he's got plans for that later, end of March, early April. So we need to get. So that's the priority, isn't it? These three.
What else have we bought? Or have you bought?
I don't know. What? I bought a few more bikes.
Go on, let's have a look.
No.
Let's have a look at the, what is it, a YZ80 or something?
Oh, yeah, we'll take Mickey because this is a bike that Steve can ride. With him being a dwarf, I ain't got lights on up here. You don't need them. When I bought that, look, a little YZ80. And Steve could ride that because it's little. Cool, isn't it?
So that's the same one out of Terminator 2, is it?
I think so. I think they use that. But I bought that one as well, which is a YZ125. But I've just bought another one of them, a better one. So I've got the 80, the 125, the 490. Well, that's a later 250. That's an 87. So I'm looking for a 250 in that era. 83, I think that is, something like that. So there's one for Steve to ride. So that's it, innit?
Yep.
So you know
That's
our
pretty
plans,
much it.
So if you're interested, keep watching.
So that's pretty much tour of the workshop complete.
Yeah.
So where are we actually going over the next few months?
We'll have to race retro.
Yep.
The end of this month.
Just for a walk. We're not
Just for
taking
a-
out though,
no,
are we?
just
We're just
for a
going to have a
wander,
look, see what everyone else has been up to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep an eye on other people.
Yep.
And then restoration show.
End of March.
End of March. We're going to have a stand there, aren't we? We haven't decided what to take it, have we?
No.
Hopefully, if Andy's is finished.
And he agrees.
Yeah, and he's happy to. We'll take that or the Texaco. One of them will be there, and then a couple of road cars or something.
Yeah.
Won't we?
So that's pretty much it then, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So if you want to, if you're at the restoration show, come and say hello.
Normally in Hall 5, which is the one that everyone doesn't realise is there.
Don't realise it's
tucked
there.
away in the corner, but you go past, there's like an alleyway with food vans, isn't there? And
That's
then we're out the back of
we're
that.
out the back of there. So come and say hello there.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again in another 6 months.
Thanks for tuning in.